What's up guys, I'm back again with some fresh mods for you today. Now let's just jump right into it. The first mod I have is Quintessential Quarries. Now this is a very simple mod. It's simply going to retexture all the quarries throughout the Commonwealth. Now I know what you're thinking, why would I need to retexture my quarries? But at the end of the day, we all want to play the best game we can, so if that means installing a mod to make quarries look better, then so be it. I mean, after seeing vanilla quarries, you can't tell me that this mod doesn't make them look 10 times better. Honestly, for a mod that does such a small amount, it really makes traversing quarries so much more enjoyable. Now, there are two options available for this mod, 2K, and if you're running some kind of NASA computer, a 4K option. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a NASA computer, so what I'm showing you here is the 2K option. Even with that being the case, the longer I leave this mod installed, the more I want to leave it installed. I can't believe I used to tolerate the default quarry textures. And the next mod I have is Courier Duster. Now this is a simple mod. It's simply going to add the Courier Duster from the Lonesome Road DLC. To acquire these pieces, simply make your way to the nearest chem station and look under the Duster section. Here you'll be able to find all 4 pieces of apparel that can be crafted relatively cheaply. Now I have to say, this outfit looks really nice, and what with it being in previous Fallout game, it feels very natural to have. A lot of modded armors really feel artificial and not like something you could actually acquire in the Fallout universe. Now one thing that really impressed me with this mod was the sheer amount of options it had when we had a look at it in the armor workbench. Unfortunately you can't upgrade the hat, but I think that the Courier Suit itself having as many options as it does really makes up for that. One of my favourite options being that you can change the patch on the back of the coat to whichever faction you're siding with. Perhaps not the most important thing, but a detail I can really appreciate, despite the fact that in all of my playthroughs I always wear a backpack, so I'm probably never going to see it. Now in terms of stats for these pieces, they're not going to offer you a lot of damage reduction without ballistic weave, but they are going to give you 1 perception each. As well as this outfit is still going to leave the arms and the legs free for other armor pieces. Overall, I really enjoy this mod, but if I had one complaint, it's that the only way to acquire this outfit is to craft it at a chem station. Personally, I would have liked to have seen a more lore-friendly way of introducing this outfit, as it does exist in the Fallout universe. Maybe introducing it through a quest, or giving us an option to add it into the leveled list. But I understand that making quest mods is not the easiest thing in the world, so I don't blame the mod author for implementing it the way they did. Now, what with the release of Doom Eternal, it only seems appropriate for me to review this mod, and of course that mod is the Praetor Suit. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that word, but oh well. But in all seriousness, we all love Doomguy, and we all want to be Doomguy in every game. Luckily for us, Fallout 4, we can be whatever we want because of mods. Anyway, getting back onto the subject, to acquire this suit, simply go to Court 35, take the elevator ride to the roof, and then proceed to defeat the sentry bot and the assaultron that attack you. After that, simply press the 2 red buttons to open the door, revealing the suit. Now that we've got our hands on the suit, let's take a look at it. The mod author has done a fantastic job in replicating the Praetor Suit and has spared no expense in attention to detail. I mean, this straight up looks like the mod author copied it out of Doom and pasted it in Fallout 4. The textures are brilliant. The detail is brilliant. Honestly, I can't seem to find anything about this suit that isn't brilliant. Actually, never mind. I can think of something. Unfortunately, you cannot upgrade this. The Praetor Suit is the only thing in my inventory right now, and as you can see, I cannot access the workbench. That being the case, I can forgive it. It has a lot of damage reduction, similar to that of an XO1 power armor, except without the bulkiness, and the massive HUD, and the dependency on fusion cores, so this definitely has its advantages. And of course, today's weapon mod is the Honey Badger. Now, if that name rings a bell, it might be because you recognise it from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I'll let you guys into a little secret. I never actually played Call of Duty Ghosts. My last COD was COD 5, so I'm a bit of a boomer with this. But when I saw this weapon, I just had to download it. One thing about me, I love small automatic weapons, which I know is a bit counterintuitive considering I usually like to play sneaky characters. Anyway, back to the weapon. You can craft this at a chem station under the Warfighter Factory section. It has no perk requirements attached to it, only crafting materials. Now, one of the first things I noticed about this weapon was the very satisfying noise it made when it was drawn. I mean, just listen to this. I don't know why I find it as satisfying as I do, but another thing that's very satisfying about this weapon is the way it looks. I mean, this is a seriously mean looking weapon. I mean, I'm not surprised considering this weapon is taken from a AAA game. Now for the interesting part of this weapon. On most weapon mods you'll see, you use a variety of components to upgrade. This weapon differs from those. This one uses either pre-war money or bottle caps for majority of its upgrades. This makes for a nice change. I can very much see myself crafting one of these early in a playthrough and slowly upgrading it as I acquire bottle caps and pre-war money throughout the playthrough, as opposed to other weapons where as soon as you get one you put the best upgrades on it and then never upgrade it again. Now, as well as your standard upgrade options, this weapon also has 3 perk options. These are the upgrades I was telling you about that require pre-war money. The prices on these upgrades aren't too crazy expensive, especially when compared with the price of other mods. Each of them also has their own perk requirement. Now, taking a look at the mods tab for this weapon, this is where we can see the prices really getting expensive. These upgrades, I'm guessing, being more tailored towards an endgame sort of character, when things like perk requirements and how many bottle caps you have are kind of irrelevant. Overall, I really like this weapon. Then again, I could be kind of biased because this is the kind of weapon that I genuinely like to use. I'm more than sure that I'll end up using this weapon in my next playthrough. And of course, I just want to say, if you got to this part of the video, I really appreciate it. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you all in the next video.